Welcome back. Thank you for staying with the Hot 7 Nightly News. The Caribbean is under virtual siege as incidents of cyber attacks and cyber crimes surge across the region. Permanent representative of Trinidad and Tobago to the Organization of American States, OAS, and chair of the OAS Committee on Hemispheric Security, Ambassador Anthony Philip Spencer, has suggested that more inter-regional cooperation and collaboration are needed to develop and implement smart and integrated approaches to fight new and emerging cyber threats. He noted that the sophisticated use of technology by highly incentivized criminal organizations has created unprecedented opportunities for transnational crime elements that no one region, country, or entity can fight on its own. He warned that the hemisphere will remain exposed to increasing levels of cyber threat if inter-regional stakeholders do not work together to safeguard the cyber landscape of the hemisphere. In other news, starting off St. Lucia Carnival 2019 right was the very first community carnival. Corinth Carnival was held on the 1st of May, and it was an energy-packed display which followed a short route from the Corinth playing field to TJ's supermarket and back to the Corinth playing field. Backed by the explosive Mass Carnival Band, Corinth Carnival 2019 offered bystanders a rousing portrayal of mass on the move. Solange Alfred takes us inside Corinth Carnival.
Corinth Carnival 2019, starting off St. Lucia Carnival 2019, is going to be pure vibes, pure energy, pure madness. Ladies are going to show us an amazing time, and we're going to show you guys all the sights on the road. So follow us. Let's go!
It's great, it's lit, it's turn up.
So what is your carnival essentials, your carnival must-have?
Okay, my rum and my shoes for sure.
You look gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you.
President of the Band Association, we wanted to know how much effort went into making this possible.
Michael Gustav, who is the brain idea behind all of this, is a well-known carnival costume maker and is very known for being involved in community carnival. He's known for being involved in January carnival, and of course, as he moved into Corinth, he felt that Corinth should celebrate its carnival. So with his team members, they came together to see how they could bring carnival to Corinth, and I think it's a fantastic idea. I think his first attempt seems to be very successful, and I see this event being a big event in years to come. You know, giving Corinth an identity, a carnival of its own, celebrating community carnival. Okay, well, this year, St. Lucia, of course, carnival going to be a massive carnival this year. For the national carnival, we're expecting almost 18 competing bands and almost 10 visiting bands. So, of course, one of the things we're seeing this year for carnival is a massive increase with foreigners' interest in our carnival. Most of our local bands are now being sold a lot by the foreigners now, and this is a good thing for the carnival. So it's now the various stakeholders to come in, commerce, tourism, you know, to come in, the security to come in, to ensure that the carnival becomes a product. You know that because now we have visitors coming into, we have to think about security, safety, making sure that everybody gets a good carnival experience, you know, for carnival. So I say Carnival St. Lucia is on the right track. Of course, we're asking the government to continue supporting it and see it as a major addition to not just economic benefits, but to a festival that could make St. Lucia greater in Carnival.
We're moving into the last lap with Explosion Band. It's pure madness Carnival, Corinth Carnival 2019. As you can see, everybody's having fun. They're amazing. They look so beautiful. You guys, this is it. First community carnival for the year. This is what it's about, you guys. Hey.
Thank you very much, Solange. The District 7 Education Office says the stage is set for its cultural extravaganza to be hosted on Friday the 3rd of May at the grounds of the Choiseul Secondary School. The activity was planned to help commemorate the island's 40th year of independence. Education Officer for District 7, Mrs. K. Clark Nicholas, says the need to instill cultural pride in students is undeniable.
Personally, for us in District 7, one of my goals is to develop the child holistically, and in so doing we are really looking to encapsulate the cultural aspect of our heritage so that our children know what our culture is and what the expectations are of them as it relates to our culture. And when they have an appreciation for such, it really complements the academics and it gives them a more positive insight and outlook on school in general. And once you have that, trust me, your children will perform better all around.
Nicholas says both primary and secondary schools throughout District 7 chose 2 representatives to display their talents as part of the cultural extravaganza.
We have 10 schools in the district participating. We have the 2 secondary schools and 8 of the primary schools participating. We have a couple representing each school in the extravaganza. The children will be showcasing their talent in 3 segments. We have an introductory segment where they will all dance together, one piece. Then they do their talent, and we have the final appearance in our national attire. The girls will be in their wobbliette, and the boys will be nicely cladded in their gilets and suits and so on. We are expecting every school in the district to turn out to the extravaganza in large numbers. It will be a fun-filled day as we continue to observe our 40th independence anniversary.
2 special and surprise guest artists are set to close off the cultural extravaganza on Friday with thrilling performances. Tickets cost $5 for students and $10 for adults. Again, it's happening Friday, the 3rd of May at the grounds of the Choiseul Secondary School. Fresh hope is being placed on the genre of jazz music as younger generations take up the mantle, bringing along younger and more open-minded fans. Veterans in the business say the young talent coming in is a refreshing, promising, and welcome sight. Rochelle Gonzalez tells us more.
With the sweet sound of jazz on its way to fill the air, all eyes are on the younger generation of local musicians to carry the gauntlet for the up-and-coming artists. One said member of the up-and-comers is Rashad Joseph, who will be setting the stage ablaze when he takes part in the upcoming St. Lucia Jazz Festival. Joseph has sparked new hope of drawing in not only a new wave of younger artists to the genre, but also a new wave of younger listeners. Joseph said he was inspired by greats like music legend Ronald Boo Hinkson and jazz pianist Emerson Nurse, whom he was sandwiched between on the panel. He said he is hoping that he can be just as inspirational to others.
Seeing how much that when I just started, how much it inspired other people to move along, and now I see them growing, people like Elmo and Shazzy that are doing anything right now. It's inspiring, honestly, and seeing the direction that they head in and they coming to me and telling me like I inspired them, it inspires me even more.
Ronald Boo Hinkson said he's particularly impressed with the lineup for the festival this year. On the other hand, he said he believes better exposure to the niche genre would go a long way in the bid to attract more listeners.
I think with sufficient advertising and proper promotion, people will come, because I know people who came to the festival in the early years and didn't like jazz, and they went to some of the jazz shows and were just in awe at how they were amazed at how great an individual can become at an instrument. So once the promotion and advertising is aggressive enough, people will come. What we have to do is create the curiosity so that people will come and get exposed to it. And I think the advent of the inclusion of young people like Rashad and so on, and Diane and so on, their peers will come and see them, and that will work. That will help.
Emerson Nurse said he is delighted to know that jazz music is taking a footing in St. Lucia and that it is becoming a developmental art form. He said he is more so delighted to see it inspire younger persons who want to understand what jazz music is all about and to get an opportunity to develop the form.
It's a continuous process. I've been involved in music all my life, and I play jazz piano. There are also some younger pianists around who are interested enough, who listen to what is happening and want to do something. Persons like Rashad, I just say kudos to him because he's doing a great job in developing the art form and keeping the jazz saxophone alive, you know. So basically, I'm just happy to know that jazz is getting a good footing in St. Lucia, and it will become just as popular as the other music forms. You know, we're in the Caribbean, you know, we know calypso and reggae and stuff, and so we don't party on jazz, but jazz is also an art form that develops your personality, your character, creates a better person in the way you go about your life. So it's really fantastic for me.
St. Lucia Jazz, in collaboration with Jazz at Lincoln Center, will run from Friday the 4th to Sunday the 12th of May. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News. Stay with us. There's much more coming up after the break.